This is an item that fills holes in Minecraft, and this is a rare panda that eats any block. Here are some crazy Minecraft experiments you absolutely need to see. What's the slowest way to travel in Minecraft without using commands? This setup might be one of the slowest. Place soul sand on the ground, line the sides with honey blocks, drink a turtle master potion, and hold a bow. With this combination, you'll be moving at an incredibly slow pace of just 0.1 blocks per second. Eating a chorus fruit teleports you up to 8 blocks away, but many players don't realize it can also teleport you outside the world border. If the world border is set to a tiny size, eating the fruit can send you straight beyond it. Iron golems are known to attack zombies, but will they go after a giant? Although giants have no AI and simply stand still, the iron golem will still attempt to attack them. This happens because, according to the game's code, giants are classified as hostile creatures. If you set up a large number of skulk sensors with iron trapdoors placed on top, you can create a stunning wave effect. Throwing a single snowball triggers the skulk sensors, causing the trapdoors to open and close in a ring pattern. When the trapdoors close, they generate sound that reactivates the skulk sensors, creating an infinite loop. This results in mesmerizing continuous wave-like patterns. Chorus trees usually stop growing once they reach a certain height. However, you can replace the chorus flowers with new ones to make the tree grow even taller. By repeating this process, you can create an enormous chorus tree. Breaking the bottom stem will then cause the entire structure to collapse. When lightning strikes a creeper, it transforms into a charged creeper. You can create a creeper converter by building a chamber with a lightning rod in the center. Throw a channeling trident at the lightning rod, and it will electrify all the creepers inside. Throw the trident again to eliminate them all at once. Wolves instinctively try to kill skeletons, but will they attack a skeleton horse? If you place them all in the same cage, the wolf will target and kill the skeleton first. However, once the skeleton is gone, the wolf will completely ignore the skeleton horse and leave it alone. You can create a mini item whirlpool in Minecraft. First, break 4 blocks in the center, then break 7 blocks outward on each side to form a square. Place water in the middle, and it will create a small whirlpool. Throw items in, and they'll spin around in circles. Endermen hate water, but strangely, they don't seem to mind being in a cauldron filled with water. Even more bizarre, you can place a lava-filled cauldron underwater, and if you step into it, you'll burn despite being surrounded by water. Water is usually impossible to place in the nether, but there's a trick. Bring a cauldron and fill it with water. You can use it to extinguish flames or even splash yourself with a water bottle if you catch on fire. Zombies take damage from healing potions, which raises an interesting question. Does a Totem of Undying work on them? If you kill a zombie while it's holding a totem, the totem will activate and save it. What happens if you throw an ender pearl just before going to bed? Will it teleport you out of bed or let you continue sleeping? I tested it by throwing an ender pearl and quickly getting into bed. When the ender pearl landed, nothing occurred, and I remained in bed, sleeping peacefully until morning. A Totem of Undying won't work if placed on your head. Even if you use commands to equip the totem as a helmet, it won't activate upon death. It only works when held in one of your hand slots. In a world made entirely of copper, increasing the random tick speed will cause all copper blocks to oxidize rapidly. At the edges of the world, you'll see oxidized copper spreading like a virus across regular copper, creating a fascinating gradient effect. Did you know that if you give a piglin a diamond chest plate, it'll wear it? But here's the catch. If you toss a gold chest plate afterward, the piglin will immediately swap out the diamond for the gold. However, there's a twist. If the diamond chest plate is enchanted with Curse of Binding, the piglin won't be able to take it off. Instead, it'll just hold the golden chest plate in its other hand. Crazy, right? Nether portals can't normally be lit in the end, which makes sense. However, if you use cheats to place a nether portal block, it will function. But when you enter the portal, it will send you back to the overworld instead of the nether. If you're falling through the air without a bucket, don't worry. If you have a potion of levitation, you can save yourself. By timing it perfectly and using the potion just before hitting the ground, you can avoid taking any damage. Water typically extinguishes fire, right? Well, not always. If you shoot fire charges into bubble columns, they'll just float in the water, defying all logic. How is this even allowed? Obsidian usually takes forever to mine, but not with Haste 255. With this effect, you can shred through hundreds of obsidian blocks in no time. It's also super satisfying to mine a bunch of ores and collect all the items afterwards. Skeletons are one of the most annoying mobs, but you can get sweet revenge using Frostwalker boots. Toss the boots to a skeleton, then leave it on an island with no trees. When day comes, the skeleton will run to the water to escape burning, but will never stop burning because of the Frostwalker effect. This trick works with zombies and other undead mobs too. Some blocks, like bamboo, will completely collapse if you punch the bottom one. Build a towering stack, break the base, and watch the whole structure come down. This works with other blocks like cactus and sugarcane too. This is a mod that can fill any hole in Minecraft. For example, let's place a creeper here and let it explode. Once the explosion leaves a hole, you can fill it back up by simply throwing this special item. But wait, if you build a diamond-shaped structure like this and then throw the item, it will not only fill the hole but generate blocks that match the surrounding area. Want to use specific blocks? No problem. You can choose any block to fill the hole. For instance, I'm filling this hole with magma blocks, and as you can see, it's now completely filled with magma. But you're probably wondering, what happens if I throw this item into the ocean? And nothing happens. Why? Because this item has a distance limit. If you drop an item into the ocean, dolphins will start playing with it. They'll bop the item with their noses, sending it flying through the water. Too bad this playful feature only works in Java Edition. Normally, pandas only munch on bamboo, but if you summon one holding an item, it'll eat whatever you give it. This includes anything from TNT to command blocks and even bedrock. That's gotta hurt its teeth. When you place skulk veins on a diamond block, it transforms into a vibrant blue magma-like block. Additionally, you can combine skulk veins with various coral blocks to create a wide range of colorful designs. You can make a villager sleep forever. Normally, when you sleep at night and wake up in the morning, the villager might wake up with you. However, if you use the game rule command to freeze time at night, you'll still wake up during the night, but the villager will remain asleep until morning arrives. If a villager's stuck in the nether, they'll instinctively try to return home. But when that's not an option, what else can they do but sleep? Interestingly, villagers can sleep in other dimensions, so if there's a bed nearby in the nether or the end, they'll gladly lie down for a rest. Did you know you can create nether portals in all kinds of shapes and sizes in Minecraft? But here's a twist. What happens if you light two overlapping portals? It would be amazing if both activated, but sadly, the game only allows one to function at a time. Can two slabs merge using this redstone mechanism in Minecraft? While it's possible to join two different slabs, this particular mechanism doesn't allow it. In this setup, only one piston activates. You can summon a wither by arranging soul sand and wither skeleton skulls in different formations. But what happens if you place a wither skull between two connected structures? Only one wither will spawn. The same principle applies when attempting to summon two golems simultaneously. If you bring a wolf and a skeleton together, the wolf will immediately chase the skeleton and bite it until it dies. This is expected because this mob is made of bones. You might be wondering, what about a wither skeleton? Will the wolf chase this black bone mob? As you might guess, the wolf will still attack the wither skeleton regardless of the color of its bones. Now what about a skeleton horse? Seeing that the horse's body is entirely made of bones, let's make a deal. I'll place the skeleton horse and wolf together and you like and subscribe to this video. Done? When the wolf and the skeleton horse meet, strangely, the wolf does not attack the skeleton horse at all, but it doesn't end there. If you spawn a skeleton horse with a skeleton riding it, the wolf becomes aggressive. However, oddly enough, the wolf can't reach the skeleton riding the horse.